Meanwhile, Mukesh Lapinder and the morning traffic team are standing by with your Monday daily commute. Good morning, Mukesh.
Well, good morning, LaDawn. Good morning, Bahamas. I'm filling in, like LaDawn probably mentioned, I'm filling in for Lloyd for the next couple of days. And Lloyd, if you're watching me from your television at home, please don't judge me too harshly. But joining me this morning is Sergeant Crestania Johnson, and we'll first begin with a look at what's happening or what has happened overnight.
Over the weekend period, I'm going to update you on that because we've had a busy weekend. We've had 13 accidents, 13 traffic crashes. One of them involved an individual that was airlifted from the Lutra Island to the New Providence Island for medical attention. That individual was released yesterday. Then we also had a traffic fatality that involved a lone bicyclist who was traveling north in the Coral Harbor area. That individual was struck and the vehicle that struck him fled that scene. So we are appealing to the general public as much as possible. If you have any information regarding this traffic fatality, to please reach out to the relevant authorities. You can reach out to the police hotlines to provide any additional information to assist with this investigation. At this time, we still have 10 persons that remain hospitalized as a result of being involved in a traffic accident.
Now we're going to turn our attention now to an offense that I think many Bahamians have committed at least one time or another, and that's blaring your music. Turning those volumes way up, and especially in areas like the Princess Margaret Hospital.
Yes.
But explain to us why that's a big no-no.
Well, automatically my mind just goes to what I do. I'm a female cyclist on the road every day. There are emergency vehicles that traverse the street. When those vehicles are traversing the streets, we have to now communicate with our vehicles using our horns and using our signals. If your music is turned up loud, we find that a lot of drivers, their music is turned up loud, even if their windows are up, they do not hear the siren. They're not alerted that the emergency vehicle is passing. So in those instances, it's very important for drivers to pay attention. All of this comes back into the whole idea of driving with due care and attention and focusing while you're on the road. Additionally, as it pertains to areas, yes, such as the hospital, it is a nuisance. Anything that causes anything that causes any discomfort to other drivers, any discomfort to the community that is coming from your vehicle, this is called nuisances, and these are offenses. The offenses range anywhere from $50 to $100, sometimes $150 based on the offense.
Now, we're talking about music blaring, but I would think that those noisy mufflers also fall into this category as well.
Yes.
And do you have an idea of, can you tell us what exactly the penalty we stand to face?
Well, let's talk more about those mufflers. When those individuals get the vehicle inspected, when you go to the inspection office and have your vehicle inspected to license it, you're not allowed to have that muffler on your vehicle. So right off the bat, you're now committing an offense by adding that muffler or adding that noise-making instrument onto your vehicle. Because you have persons who even add on those extra horns, and they're extremely loud. So when as it pertains to those type of additions onto your vehicle, they are offenses. Those offenses, again, they range from $100 to $150, sometimes $200, based on where that offense took place, where you use that loud horn, especially in areas like the hospital. There are persons that are being treated for numerous ailments, and we don't want to in no way possible impede whatever health care they're receiving. So as it relates to that, yes, the fines are more hefty. You might say, okay, yes, I'm adding this on for my pleasure, but your pleasure is inconveniencing other people.
Now, we're quite aware that there are numerous roadwork projects going on throughout the island. We noticed one on Navy Lion Road, just to the rear of the Hilton, so to speak, in the area of Senior Frogs and, Senior Frogs.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, for those who are traveling that area, is there an alternate route for them?
But for as much as possible, those who really have to utilize that area, we just advise you to do so with added care and caution. If you do not have to, you're just going to take the front Bay Street area and try as much as possible to maneuver in that area to get back to that location. What we're saying is simply to park your vehicles, utilize those parking areas that they have, or that's before that location and that's after that location. You can park your vehicles anywhere along those parking routes. Please do not park in the loading spots. As much as possible, avoid those loading spots. But there are parking areas that it is available for those individuals that need to go in that area. Utilize that area and get where you need to go. Do not at no time block that road. We're going to have records there in that area because we need that road work to be done.
Well, there you have it, some useful information from Sergeant Crestania Johnson. Back to you in the studio, LaDawn.